I'm here to show you today the Opal 460 mounting press. This is an incredibly simple mounting press to use and incredibly versatile and durable. Let me start out by showing you the unique sliding feature mechanism. This is one of the biggest innovations in technology, in mounting press technology recently. All I do to close my closure is slide the handle. There's no threads to worry about, no bayonet closure to worry about. It's very simple to operate. With a mounting press of this nature, all I do to raise the mold, push my button, and it brings my bottom ram all the way up to the uppermost position. I can then put my mount in place, drop it down, and you'll notice how smooth the mechanism slides, so that if you have thin samples that are standing on edge, they don't bounce around. I can stop it when I get to the right location, load my mounting powder, let me go down a little bit lower, load the mounting powder into the cylinder, and then drop it the rest of the way. Now, this has a very deep ram set, which enables you to make two full-size mounts at the same time. I would just drop my intermediate ram in place, push it down, and then I could make enough material for my second mount. Now, because of the sliding closure mechanism, I don't have to worry about the top ram pushing down. Typically in a mounting press, you could not be flush with the surface with the phenolic resin. You were never sure you'd get enough room to push it down. Here, all I have to do is make sure it's level. I can just slide this closed. On my control box, I will set up all of the parameters to make a mount. You'll see there's a rectangle around the top number here. The rectangle is my cursor, and as I push the buttons, I'm going to move my cursor up and down. The first setting is the time. Typically for a double mount, these are 1.5-inch mounts. Double mount, I would normally set it about 8 minutes. The second measure is my temperature. What do I want it set at? The little box in the upper left-hand corner is my preset temperature. That's the actual temperature during the mold. When I start to make the mount, you'll see that rise. The timer won't start counting down until I reach temperature. Again, the next bar down is my pressure. The upper left-hand corner is the preset pressure, and then the actual pressure is the big number. I also have automatic cooling, and I can set my cooling time. This has the ability to do multiple functions for increasing the pressure and the time. I can either have full pressure right at the start, or I can gradually increase the pressure. If you have fragile samples, you want to melt the phenolic or the epoxy briefly and then apply pressure gradually so that you don't crush your sample. And I can do that. Since this was a particularly big sample, I don't have to worry about that. I can do that by percentages here, or there are some preset programs in here which will gradually increase the pressure as the temperature increases. However, I'm going to go to the normal operation for this particular sample. On the next screen, the only real feature to be concerned with is I can store programs and parameters. So if you have different cylinder sizes, you can set different times and temperatures. Or if you have different materials, some materials you don't want to temper if you bring them up to 180 degrees centigrade, for instance. You can actually have a different program set up, which will be longer time but less temperature, so you don't temper your sample. I also have an economy mode on my cooling, which if you are concerned about the price of water, you can have it gradually cool. We'll turn the solenoid on, cool for a few seconds, turn it off for a few seconds, and gradually it's a water-saving feature. So I'm ready to go ahead and start my mold. And all I would do to do that now is press my button. Now we have completed our cycle. It's a very simple operation. I just open the slider, hit the RAM up button, and it will eject the RAM. Now my top piece is just a dummy mount. I don't have to make that. I only made that to demonstrate how dual mounts could be made. The bottom piece is my main mount. Okay, I have ejected the last mount. We've completed the demonstration. Thank you very much for watching this video. We hope to hear from you soon.